Hi, Sam. Good to see us here.
No, not really.
Not today. Not today.
Great timing. Thank you.
Well, it's nice to see you. Have a
What's-
good weekend. I hope you have something that
Yeah. What's today?
My wife and my son.
well, good. My husband too. I get it.
What's today?
People, we need them.
Yes, we do indeed.
Yeah.
What's today? What does today stand for? What does today stand for in your mind?
You know,
And you too later.
we were just talking about taking time and reflecting on the weekend and just stopping for a moment. Well, nothing is more powerful than what we witnessed here and the reflection of why we were even here, why we have a society as great as we do. And while we can all have differences in one way or another, there's a point in time when you realize what real sacrifice meant and what we saw, years ago when lives were lost to allow us to be here free now. So that we have, differences of opinion and we have issues we deal with, but they pale from what our forefathers went through.
Hate to say this, but free to strike also.
It makes everything else seem, I guess, less of an issue, doesn't it? When you really put it in perspective. And we should be able to resolve these differences that are minor in nature. But
And free for bloggers like me to come and film you,
I know,
no problem.
well, you can't seem to get anywhere without you being there, part of it. So, thank you.
Thank you. Your turn. What today stand for? In your mind?
In my mind, it stands for me. So on Remembrance Day, the first thing that always comes to mind to me is how amazing our country is and how that this just didn't happen, that there were people who made this happen and there were people who fought and sacrificed so that we could have this land and so we could experience Canada in the way that we do. When they say we've never had a war on our land since 1812. And for me, it just stands for how Canada has sought other ways to keep peace in our land, which brings me great pride. And then also makes me think of how we have people from here who go elsewhere to try to create peace, and which is just so representative of what our country is as the peacemaker. And so all of that, a source of pride and a source of gratefulness, thankfulness for those who have done the work to make Canada what it is.
And have the right, the free to save the freedom to save Officer Square.
If that's what people choose. That's right.
I mean, that's what.
If that's how people choose to use their freedom, right? The freedom that I had to say, it's not what I would have done. I didn't agree with the decision, but I respect democracy, and I respect that that's what people have chosen. The fact that as a leader I have that freedom to say that. All of that is that's what today is really about. The Canada we live in is because people sacrificed to make it this way.
That's good. That's good.
I want to meet my brother. Can you see me?
They're still going. They're still at